Hey all, welcome back. So I got this Honda Rancher in here. I don't know what year it is. I want to say it's early 2000s, but it really shouldn't matter. In that same, vintage as this video ought to help you out. But what we got is they've complained that the battery's been draining in about 2, 3, 4-ish days, somewhere around there. Usually about after, not quite a week. They go try to start and it's completely dead. So we got the battery all charged up now so that we can do that, which is what you're going to need to do. You need to either get a battery that's already charged, or you're going to have to charge your existing battery to be able to figure out what's going on with that. So anyway, let's get a different camera view and we will get to looking at this. Okay, so the first thing you really want to do with an issue like that is start and run it, test everything, find out what works, what doesn't work. And my first clue was I had it running and I put the meter on the battery and it was charging like 15.5 volts. That's a bit too much. You wouldn't really want it to charge much over 13.5. Maybe 14 is kind of pushing it, for 12-volt batteries. And so that's the first clue. And so the next thing we'll do is we'll take this negative battery cable off of here and we'll use a test light and I'll show you what's going on. Okay, so we hook one end of the test light to the cable itself, the other end just kind of go on the battery. Now it's very difficult to see, but you can see we've got a really faint light. So this is not touching. Now it is touching. And so because of the 15 volts, the first thing that I'm going to try to do is, that's your voltage regulator right there, and we're going to unplug that. So what you do is you just press this tab and you're just going to have to wiggle and wiggle and play and wiggle and play and wiggle and play. And eventually it'll pop off. And then it looks like we've got, I don't know what size they are. I'll have to look at it and get that moved off there. But we can plug in a new one, because I got the new one, because I did all these checks already before. I'm just filming it now. Okay, so with that unplugged, notice that we don't have, this is connected to the top of the battery still yet, we don't have the light. And you remember how it was real faint like that? This test light, that's at its brightest, so it wasn't fully on, but you can tell it was on, definitely. But with that unplugged, we don't have it. So let's go ahead and we'll test our theory and plug it back in. Alright, grab that, snap it in place, and boom, we got us a faint light. See? Oh, there's a bright light now. Back to a faint light. Get this unplugged. Once you, there we go. And nothing. Take our new one. Got it here. There's a part number. Wow. Was a part number there. There it is. I don't remember where we got this. Amazon maybe? So what we're going to go ahead and do, when we install, we're just going to go ahead and just plug it in right straight in the harness. I'm going to need 2 hands to do so though. Okay, so we got the new one plugged in. We're just going to let it dangle right there. And we don't have a light. Make sure we got good connection. No light. So next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna battery up. Snug that down. Okay, it's charging really good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull that new one back off again, and then unhook the battery, redo that test again. Or, excuse me, I'm just going to take this off and do the test light again with that left plugged in, because that's the new one. That's the one we're going to be leaving on here. So I'm not going to edit that out, because you know what? Got to make sure that people know that I'm human too, and make, you know, a couple little mistakes every once in a while. No big deal. And yeah, so we're going to undo that and put the test light back on it. Alright, so we got the test light hooked up on the battery cable. We'll get out of the way. And we've got no light. And it's charging decent, so we should be able to hook this battery back up, and this thing should be able to sit for, you know, not indefinitely, but it should be able to sit for a long time. If you do have these things sit for a long time, get one of those little battery maintainers to hook on. Just wire you deal up there and put it somewhere in there, and have it, you know, where you just plug it straight in. If they sit for weeks on end, that'll keep your batteries up. But you know, now this thing won't be draining the battery in a matter of 2 to 3 days like it was before. So anyways, we've got a bad voltage regulator. If the voltage regulator doesn't fix yours, you know, and you still have other, you know, you're just gonna have to trace into other electrical stuff and find anything that you can unplug. You know, there's other things in there, and once you unplug something and then your test light goes out, you know, and try that a bunch of different times and confirm what it is, then you find out what that part is, because when you shut this key off, everything should go off. So especially in something older like this. I don't know about the newer ones, if they do the same thing as cars do, but sometimes you shut a car off, it might sit there for an hour and certain things might be turning on or doing something or whatever. But something like this old, this won't do anything like that. Once you shut it off, it should be completely off, and no battery drain. So anyways, that's that. Got any other questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.